Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds, back in the studio on a Wednesday morning. Yesterday, the regular season of Major League Baseball opened in Japan between the Dodgers and Cubs. Dodgers got the win, but it was pretty cool to see Jack White and Bill Murray in the crowd.
Well, you saw full houses there for both games because the fans in Japan are gathering around their hometown guys, Shohei Ohtani and all the others, Yamamoto, who got the win yesterday. But you're right, Dodgers got the win. They're playing again today. This is the second and final game of this series opener and season opener. And in the third inning, the Dodgers already have a 3-0 lead in it today. They opened up. Of course, it's evening over in Japan. They're way ahead of us in time. But 3-0 in favor of the Dodgers. They are in the third inning, and Tommy Edman has a home run in this ball game. Okay, after today, then both teams return to the mainland United States. They go through their preparations for a week from tomorrow. And that's when the Major League season opens for everybody. Next Thursday, that'll be March the 27th. Everybody will be gathered there, and all the teams will get underway. But today, Dodgers on their way to making it a sweep of the Cubs. 3-0 Dodgers, third inning.
Hopefully this is not a preview of the season to come. I can't deal with another Dodger-dominating season, but it's probably going to be just that. The struggles continue for the Missouri State Baseball Bears on the field. What's going on with these guys?
Just can't seem to get it together. This team has picked a win in the Missouri Valley Conference, and of course the conference season doesn't open until Friday, but they're just simply not playing very well together. There is a silver lining. The Bears lost yesterday down in Jonesboro, Arkansas to Arkansas State 3-2. Very windy day. And the way that ballpark is constructed down in Jonesboro, the prevailing wind yesterday was coming in over center field, so that kept everything in the ballpark. The silver lining is the Bears pitchers, who gave up only 4 hits. Bears pitching has been much maligned. Well, they allowed Arkansas State only 4 hits, but 3 of them were key singles, RBI singles, and the Bears left 9 players on base, and you just can't get that. You've got to be able to come together and start winning, and they know this. This is not just some statement that you're making out of the sky somewhere. The Bears know it. The coaching staff knows it, and somewhere, somehow, they're going to get it on track. But Arkansas State won yesterday, 3-2 in a dandy. The Bears are playing better, and now open up the conference season on Friday night here in town, hosting Bradley, and that'll be a 6:30 game.
We're already rolling for the college kids, but as we come to a close with the high school basketball season, that means high school baseball is going to get started pretty soon,
It does. Pretty soon is Friday. Friday, March the 21st, which is, to my knowledge, the second day of spring. I think first day is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
You are right, sir.
Anyway, second day of spring on March the 21st, the high school baseball season in Missouri gets underway, and there's some really, really good teams. Of course, the state championships are down in Ozark, at the Ozark Mountain Stadium. So we're looking forward to a very big season. Should be fun.
And who knew that after all these years of you being so close to the games and the scores and the stats, deep down inside of Ned Reynolds is a little weatherman. The National Championship Basketball Dance has begun with the first play-in rounds last night. Who got the dub?
Well, the first game went to Alabama State out of Huntsville, Alabama. They won with a layup at the buzzer. I mean, almost literally, as the game ended. Kid from Alabama State, they are known as the Hornets, got a basket in a big crowd underneath, and Alabama State defeated St. Francis out of Loretto, Pennsylvania, 70-68. So now Alabama State advances into the big tournament. How curious is this? Who did they play? Well, they're cross-state rivals. Not that Alabama State and Auburn are rivals, but I wouldn't be surprised if many of these players don't know each other. But that's who Alabama State plays tomorrow, Auburn. That'll be tough. But, hey, the Hornets are not all that bad a team. The second game, much maligned, North Carolina taking on San Diego State. Now, why is North Carolina maligned? Because there are many of the pundits who think that they should not have been there. And yet their athletic director is the chairman of the play-in committee. Well, not just the play-in, but the tournament committee itself. North Carolina into the play-in round. Well, they ended all doubts about whether or not they should be there. North Carolina 95 at San Diego State 68. It was a smashing, and it was right from the tip-off. North Carolina took no prisoners. Those players, who are pretty good, better than pretty good. They just haven't been able to put it together this year, reacted very poorly to all the criticism that they had, and they really put it to the Aztecs big time. So North Carolina advances. They play Ole Miss. North Carolina gets an 11th seed, and they'll play Ole Miss tomorrow. 2 more play-in games today, play-in rounds, and it should be very interesting. Then it comes to an end, and tomorrow's when the big dancing begins.
And you still say Duke?
Duke hasn't played yet, so as long as we're there and as long as they're undefeated, I'm going to stay with Duke.
He's staying with the Blue Devils. All right, the largest Class Schools Open state basketball competition is happening today in Co-Town. What's going on?
Well, the first game involving an area team is at noontime up in Columbia. And this will be Nixa versus Kansas City Oak Park, and that is a boys' game. So the Nixa Eagles, who are seemingly in every state championship round to begin with, take on Oak Park at noon. The next area team to play will be the Lady Chiefs from Kickapoo, and they will play Staley in a 4 o'clock game up in Columbia. And then finally, those are both Class 6. There is one Class 5 game, and that's at 8 o'clock tonight, and that's Summit Christian from up in the Kansas City area, and they play the Parkview Vikings. And this is Parkview's first appearance in the state championship final in almost 30 years. That's pretty doggone good. More teams will play tomorrow, more on Friday. Championships for the most part on Saturday, so we'll see what happens, but the area is very well represented.
Yeah, it definitely is, and go Chiefs, go Eagles. All right, it's a pretty big congratulations we got to give to a former Lady Bear. What's going on with her?
Her name is Kelly Harper, and she is the former Lady Bears head coach, was back in, from about 2010 to about 2014, 2015. Then she went to Tennessee after that. But Kelly Harper, the former Lady Bears coach, is the new head basketball coach at Mizzou up in Columbia. She's been out of coaching now for a couple of years. She was at Tennessee, her alma mater. They let her go about 2 or 3 years ago. She's done television commentary work and does very well. But now Kelly's back on the bench again and taking on a Lady Tigers team that thinks they should be pretty good. We're going to find out because Kelly is a very good coach.
Oh, yeah, she is. We'll see what she does. And Ned, you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.